So, we're about to dive into a new system that's trying to solve a massive billion-dollar problem right at the heart of AI. And believe it or not, the solution comes from a piece of internet history that's been hiding in plain sight for over 30 years.
Let's just kick things off with a big question. You know how AI models basically hoover up the entire internet to learn, right? Well, what if they actually had to pay for every single piece of content they used? What's the real value of all that human creativity?
And yeah, that question, it takes us right into the middle of this huge conflict that's brewing between the people who actually create all this stuff on the internet and the companies building our AI future.
Think about it. Right now, every single time an AI uses a YouTube video transcript, a blog post, anything to give you an answer, the creator of that content gets exactly zero. Zilch. Their work is being used, but they aren't getting paid for it. And this really shows you the scale of the problem. While creators are getting nothing, AI companies are dealing with these massive lawsuits. Like Anthropic had this huge settlement with music publishers worth hundreds of millions. So the money's definitely there. It's just, well, it's all flowing to lawyers instead of the actual creators.
But what if the fix wasn't another complicated law or some messy lawsuit? What if I told you the answer has been right under our noses the whole time, baked into the very DNA of the internet, just waiting for someone to flip the switch? Okay, so meet HTTP 402. You've definitely heard of its famous cousin, right? 404, page not found. Well, 402 has been sitting right there next to it in the internet's official rulebook, and it was reserved for one very specific job: micropayments. It was designed for a future where you could pay for content in these tiny little bits.
And the history here is just wild. This code was created way back in 1991. For 35 years, it just sat there, unused, because the right kind of payment system didn't exist yet. But now, with this whole AI scraping crisis hitting a fever pitch, this ghost code is finally waking up and getting put to work.
And I want to be super clear about this. This isn't some clever hack or a weird workaround. This is, and I love this quote, the internet working exactly as it was designed to work, just 35 years late. We're basically just activating a core feature of the internet to solve a very, very modern problem.
Okay, so how do you actually turn this old piece of internet code into a real product that works today? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how this thing actually puts money in creators' pockets.
For creators, this is designed to be ridiculously simple. Seriously, you sign up, import your entire YouTube channel with a single click, set your price for each time your content is used, we're talking fractions of a cent, and connect your Stripe account to get paid. That's it. No tech wizardry required. And the whole model is built to be super creator-friendly. For every little transaction, the creator keeps a whopping 80%. Pockets acts as the payment rail, the pipes that make it all work, and they take 20% for making it happen. It's totally straightforward and transparent.
Okay, but here's the million-dollar question. Why would an AI company pay for this? And this is the genius part. The old way, scraping, is super slow and clunky. But getting the data this way, through an API, is thousands of times faster. For a huge AI company, that speed saves them a ton of money on computing power. So they pay because it's cheaper, it's faster, it's more reliable, and frankly, it's the right thing to do.
So really, the easiest way to think about it is this. Pockets wants to be the Visa for AI. It's not creating the content, it's not building the AI. It's just the neutral plumbing in the middle that moved the money from the AI company to the creator automatically every single time.
All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like for a major creator out in the real world? Let's break it down with a case study from one of the biggest names on YouTube. We're talking about Darman Studios. I mean, look at these numbers. Almost 27 million subscribers. Over 5,000 videos. This is a massive content operation. They are the perfect example of a creator whose library of work is pure gold for AI models.
Now, this is where things get really interesting. At a tiny default price of just a quarter of a cent per use, even a super conservative guess, like an AI accesses each of their videos just 100 times a day, would generate over $165,000 a year for the studio. Over $400,000. You have to understand what this number is. This is pure net new revenue. It's money made from their existing library of content, which right now is earning zero from AI traffic. It's a completely new income stream that doesn't mess with their YouTube ad revenue at all. It's just value unlocked. So one creator making that kind of new money is powerful, for sure. But let's zoom out for the final piece here and see how this builds into a much, much bigger vision for the entire internet. Yeah, YouTube is just the start. The real goal is to bring this model to every corner of the creator economy. I mean, just imagine it. Every valuable Reddit thread, every expert analysis on X, every deep dive Substack article, every podcast, all of them could become monetizable assets in the age of AI. And that's the whole shebang right there. The end game is a simple, universal system. Every time an AI agent anywhere pulls a piece of licensed content, a micropayment just automatically flows to its creator. Pockets just sits underneath it all, making it happen seamlessly. All of this brings us back to that huge final question. In a world where AI is how we're going to get most of our information, a system like this forces us to ask, what is the true price of an idea? And for the first time, the internet might finally have an answer.